My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to be playing the daily challenge for August the 2nd, 2019. The characters are silent. The silent modifiers are shiny. Starting deck is replaced with one of every rare card. Diverse. Cards are not restricted by your character. And Midas. Enemies drop 200% more gold, but you can only smith at rest sites. Savvy? Just trying to go for the fastest intro, but we all have to take breaths, apparently. Oh, it actually worked. I did not think this was going to be the case. Okay, so diverse, cards are not restricted by your character, and shiny, starting deck is replaced with one of every rare card, actually do work together, and you do get every rare card. Well, I guess every non-colorless rare card. There are a lot of these that we're desperate to remove, and also a lot of them that are incredible. So we should already start to have a think about that kind of thing. So is orbs Annie viable as a strategy, right? Because if it isn't, then I already know a bunch of cards here that get cut. Not really. Not really that viable. There are a lot of powers in the deck though, so we can keep Amplify. But Thunderstrike is never going to be good for us. Like, we have Rainbow and Lightning, so in a full cycle of 52 cards, we get 3 Lightning generated for the sake of Thunderstrike. That's pretty bad. Multicast is pretty bad. Bias Cognition is pretty bad. Rainbow and Electrodynamics both pretty bad. Meteor Strike will keep, definitely, just because there's a lot of mana cheat already in this deck, like Offering, Adrenaline, etc. And those kinds of things can really help you play that out early, but also, ideally, after the first boss, we get a Snecko Eye or something like that. That is going to be great. Phantasmal Killer is oftentimes going to be really good for us here. Let's sort by type to see how many attacks we have versus everything else. So we've got 14 attacks. We have 14 attacks as well as, hang on, 17 powers. And then the rest of skills. Yeah, we're a little light on attacks, so if we are going to pick things up, attacks mostly. There's no way we avoid any elites, though. We just fight every single elite. You can no longer smith at rest sites. That's fine. I'll go here, remove a card, move 2 spaces, go here, remove a card, move 2 spaces, go for an upgrade. That said, do I want to remove cards from this deck? That's something I haven't even considered. Maybe I keep all of the cards and just build the thickest deck. Actually, that seems a lot better for me right now. Fine. That's what we're doing then. Having Alchemize is really nice, but like, am I really about to play Alchemize Buffer for 3 damage? Yep. A lot of the rest of my deck just kills both of these almost instantly. Yeah, like this. But hopefully not. Damn it! It's perfectly set up so that I can't kill here. Should have done the Dark Embrace first. Oh, hang on! Never mind, it's still not going to work. If I did the Dark Embrace first, though, I would have an extra card in hand that might have lethal. Yes, feed. Oh, hang on. If I seek out, are there any 0-cost damage cards in here? No, but I can get Offering out. Okay, we'll take Offering, play Offering. Okay. Now, how do I do this? Oh, God. Okay, Bullet Time definitely goes out as part of this. Oh, it's Bullet Time, Electrodynamics feed. There we go. I knew I was capable of getting it done. Cleave, Evolve, Rage, and my air conditioner gets really mad at me, so I have to unplug it because I do not have time to rinse out the filter at the moment. Cleave, Evolve, Rage. Probably none. 2 dilute the attacks in the deck for Rage to be effective. Evolve is just not useful here at all. Cleave is an extra attack with a little bit of AoE. How many AoE attacks do we actually have? We have Hyper Beam, Immolate, Grand Finale. We also have Reaper. That's not great. Die. have a little bit of AoE in this deck already. I don't think I have to specifically take Cleave just for AoE. Definitely get the Relic. Ooh! Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn. That is the most powerful thing that you can play in a shiny deck a lot of the time because of how many powers there are. There's just a ridiculous amount of them. So you get a lot of value out of every single turn. None of that had to happen like that. I could have had lethal, but hopefully I just find feed. No, never. I already forgot that I had the... Or rather, I'd already forgot that I had Echo Form out. There we go. Recycle, exhaust the card, gain energy equals cost. Dodge and roll, anger. Like, not really. I guess I could take a recycle. But I'm worried about having a hand but I can't really do anything. I guess, like, recycle and draw would make sense as things that I would ultimately take. Yeah, that really sucks. Gremlin Visage, start each combat with 1 week. That's the reason I almost never take that event. Oh, well. Oh, well. That's nice cognition through Dark Embrace. Damn it, really? Could have been great if only we actually hit the powers in the hand. This Corpse Explosion again, then. I mean, I could have double tapped the Reaper. That was correct. Right? That was just definitely correct. Double tap the Reaper. Ugh, that was a bad play. It was not well done on my part. Pommel, True Grit, and Wild Strike. Probably none. I mean, I only need ultimately 50 cards in my deck, so if none of these are better, I don't have to take them. Reboot. Damn it, I should have just recycled and then used the Meteor Strike there. That's my bad. I was trying to go for all of those extra AoE hits from 1,000 Cuts and missed the obvious path to actually take. Leg Sweep is good here. So is Seeing Red, actually, though. Seeing Red's really good. Helps me get all those expensive cards out. Apotheosis. Upgrading cards only makes them more powerful. Yeah, Apotheosis is ridiculous here. We take that because we also have Seek in this deck. So drawing either of those is drawing Apotheosis for us. Then I think I will remove the Thunderstrike. Yeah, I should have thought about the fact that I can't smith in those locations. Oh well. Bottle Flame, upon pickup, choose an attack. Start each combat without an opening hand. Alright, Immolate is really good for that. But I'm thinking Meteor Strike, because there are so many powers in the deck. I think we'll commonly get Meteor Strike out with the Mummified Hand, and then that'll give us the power to win the entire rest of the fight really easily. Yep, I'm doing it. Also, imagine if we get Snecko Eye after this first boss. Woo! Yep, that's a Meteor Strike out. Guess I should also Wraith Form. Hit him with the reboot as well. No clue what's happened to them. Alright. Glad I hadn't got a buffer out there because the regret that eventually came down. Half-range first, and then... yeah, just play all of the rest of it as well. Happily. I'm missing out on some max HP here that I might have been able to collect otherwise, but yeah, it's okay. Whenever you add an attack card to your deck, upgrade it, as well as Self-Repair, Steam Barrier, and Scrape. Eh. Thank you. That's our second curse. All right, getting a second curse before we leave the first floor makes me pretty hopeful. Almost the lethal we were looking for. Feed? Damn. Not only no feed. Oh, damn. I thought it was not only no feed, but no kill, but never mind. We actually did end up with getting. Double energy is pretty good here as well. This is the kind of fight where we just set up as much as possible before waking the enemy up. Echo form, obviously. I mean, I can play the rest of these out just so that if I have some effects that wants those played out. No, that doesn't make sense. Especially because I already had the Exhume in that hand, so I can't argue that I was waiting for that. Whatever. That's my bad. I will take, I think, Seeing Red here. No, that's a bad idea. Barricade? Yeah, let's take Barricade. Hey, I was about to say, possibility that it actually ends up working out for us, and it does. Okay. Great Impervious turn for us, but we'll amplify... We'll die first. Double. Uh-oh, that drew a card. Oh no, but it drew a power, that's fine. Then we'll amplify the After Image, because then we can guarantee that we get to play every card. Mummified Hand is like the singular most impactful thing that we could have gotten here. I'm really, really pleased to have it. Alchemize and Feed, the perfect way to end those fights. Get those extra resources. More bank. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No longer works when you spend any gold at a shop, as well as a second copy of Hyper Beam, pre-upgraded. Yeah, that's really good for us. That's AoE clears on lock. Letter Opener whenever you play 3 skills, that is, right? Yeah. For some reason, I was trying to read a different thing in my head, and I tripped myself over. Whenever you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Seeing Red Demon Form. And it does hit the Meteor Strike. Hell yes. We'll also just drop that Giant Malaise, I think. We might actually be able to perfect this fight, despite the fact that we have, like, no defense in the entire deck. That limit breaks a bit early. I actually can't put the enemy on the ground here. That is wild. The only card I didn't want to have the cost reduced on. Oh, well. Yeah, we're not going to do great against bosses, but that's fine. This deck never was. It was a fast, I think so. Choose a card to discard. We'll discard Creative AI. Yeah. Double Energy. Then Apotheosis. Then I'm going to burst Limit Break and Limit Break. I might play a Limit Break after all that. And then I'll exhume the Seeing Red, play it, and immolate for almost the kill. If only we didn't put the enemy in the ground there. So my goal now is trying to find Feed. Damn, missed. Instead, I will play every other card. Hey, another Feed. Sure, I'll take it. Weak Potion, probably better than a Regen Potion for us because we do nothing at campfires except for rest. We don't play many zero-cost attacks, so I am actually looking at the Velvet Choker right now, but I'm worried the Velvet Choker is going to stop us from going off on turns. So I think I have to take the Tiny House. If I didn't have the Mummified Hand, it would be Velvet Choker right now. Damn it. Okay, cool. Sedge got that upgrade. We get Sweeping Beam's fine. And Fear Potion is better than a Strength Potion for us. With the Bludgeons in the deck, definitely. Two different 2 elite paths. Or rather, 3 different 2 elite paths. Out of these ones, I would take this. That's a lot of question marks on that path, so we could easily get a Necronomicon, which would be incredible. Well, easily. We could possibly get a Necronomicon, which could be incredible. No guaranteed shops on this path is the one downside, but I'm okay with taking it. Hell yeah. Pretty much the right card to have lowered the cost of there. Definitely, damn it. I knew the right order there as well. I can't believe I messed that up. That's my bad. Sorry. Obviously, there was a far better order for those. That's okay, we'll still get the kill. I was just taking the scenic route. I'm gonna amplify that barricade just because that's also damage. Hell yeah. Just makes everything else cost less. Deflect, Sever Soul. Deflect, definitely. Deflect is such a good card for this kind of deck. Remove a card from the deck or upgrade all strikes and defends. Only remove a card makes sense here. And Fission, because we only have 1 orb slot maximum. But there has to be one of these that is... Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah. There has to be one of these that is absolutely useless, is what I was going for there. And I knew I was going to get nothing on the reboot, but I got the extra trigger with the 1,000 cuts. That's all that matters. Okay. All I really needed there was After Image and Wraithform played, and I had the 4 mana for it, so I just prioritized those lowest to highest in terms of cost. Good feed. Armaments? I mean, I do have the Apotheosis in the deck, but Armaments is neat. I can't always have that Apotheosis. I still don't think I take it, though. Fairy in a Bottle will definitely drop for a Gambler's Brew. There should be no fight that threatens that I will die. Damn it! I accidentally anti-brained right there. The correct order is just Bullet Time first, so I get an extra mana after all of that, for the sake of the Doppelganger later. Hell yeah! Speaking of 4 later, leave ourselves with a Plasma Orb for the next turn as well. Really hoping that I draw Feed at the start of this turn, I guess. And we got it with the final card. Beautiful. Let's amplify Juggernaut. Seek out Apotheosis. Do all of that in the completely, definitely, incredibly wrong order. Just want to make sure you know that I know that that was an awful ordering. It's a problem here. I have access to a ridiculous amount of energy, but nothing that I can do with it. Guess I can exhume a Seek. Sure, that's the only thing that makes sense. Okay. Once I cast that, get myself 12 energy. I'll take the Seek, use the Seek to find a... Feed and like a smaller attack would be nice. Like a Feed and a Core Surge. Is that going to be enough? Enemy's got 37 HP. This is 27 damage. That's not going to be enough. I need to give myself some block. Oh, that's something I can do, actually. I'll take After Image. Then I play After Image, play Barricade, that damages the enemy. Brutality, that damages the enemy. Creative, and then kill. Hell yes. All of these are just puzzles to figure out how we can kill the enemies with feed. That's on the card? Alright. Dark Embrace is actually doing a lot of draw, and the draw is not necessarily going astray because we do oftentimes have the energy to play things with the Mummified Hand. So I think that stays. I think Storm of Steel is probably a good drop. No, Fission is still probably the least useful here. Tactician, yikes. We might have found something less useful. That worked a lot quicker than I expected it to. I'm gonna definitely Phantasmal Killer though. And no reboot though. Nice, through a barricade, see what we get from offering. Yikes. Deck has no defense and it's not killing fast enough. Okay. Stop the Adrenaline. I think we just have lethal here. Just with bopping the enemy. The boot, whenever you would deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5. Battle Trance, hell yes. Incredibly important pickup for us right there. Worthwhile rest as well. Snake Plant. Early Malaise, please. If only that double energy was upgraded. That'll at least cycle through and give me some defense. Much better than nothing. God damn it. Definitely After Image first, and then I just play all of the rest of them, right? Yep. Pretty damn easily as well. Okay, he's our feed puzzle part of the game. I mean, we still might find feed. And did. I was actually thinking that that was an unfortunate missed call on being able to feed that, but we had the extra time. Sword Boomerang versus Berserk. Berserk is actually really good right now. That said, being vulnerable is not great. I'll take it. Warpaint, upgrade to random skills. Yeah, best exam, whatever. Don't really mean much either way for us. No, Gambler's Brew a lot of the things here that just don't make sense to stay in our hands. Hyper Beam, interesting. Just gonna seek out the Apotheosis and play it. Oh my god, we did hit Impervious as well. That is ridiculous. Do I dare Dark Embrace here? Yeah, I mean, the worst card I would play is Phantasmal. Hell yes. Can I pull anything from my discard? No, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna have to add extra stuff in here to actually get these kills. And definitely can't just finish it with a Hyper Beam. So, die, feed. I'll alchemize as well. Definitely After Image. Playing some of those zero cost things out of my hand here, because we have the possibility of still digging until we find another feed for the final kill. None of the rest of these help me with that right now and start killing the enemy instead, right? So, battle trance time. Then exhume a feed and get it. All works out in the end. Juicy Bracelet. Normal enemy encounters are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, as well as a headbutt to put important cards back atop my deck. Makes a lot of sense when you've got Limit Break and just cards of Limit Break's value. Neutralize is just really good here to have. Glacier is a pretty good defense card for us as well. Thwack. Ooh, yeah. Let's actually do this. Oh, I cannot wait. Double tap Meteor Strike. Throw in an Immolate as well. Maybe even a Barricade. I'm feeling charitable. So we take 12 damage in order to finish this combat pretty easily. Oh. Did I spoken too soon? It's fine if I take this hit. We've got the buffer. And we still have enough damage for feed to do. Yep. As well as it actually does. Hang on. Yeah, Dex Potion's useless. So I'll mark that. Powerful fight with many rewards. That's absolutely what I wanted. Thanks. Again, not a great opening hand here for us. I'm gonna just doppelganger, try and go off next turn. Definitely 1,000 cuts first. I'm about to become invulnerable forever. Sorry, vulnerable forever, rather. Fine. May as well be vulnerable on that turn as well. There's the Apotheosis. Ooh, and Corpse Explosion. That could be useful. Weaken the backliner before I Alchemize here. 2 regen potions is really strong, though. Okay. If the lightning hits the backline, we win. Oh, of course it does! We have Electrodynamics out. Beautiful. Shuriken. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, deal 1 damage. Deal 1 damage. Gain 1 strength. As well as 100 gold, as well as 225 more on top of that. Cloak and Dagger is good for the sake of the Shuriken. Yeah, I'll take it. Skill Potion's not better than anything we have, though. We won't have time to build up a Ritual Dagger, sorry. Hey, we actually do have a shop, though. Bottled Lightning. Upon pickup, choose a skill. Start each combat with that skill in your opening hand. Obviously, we're going to be doing that with... Do we do that with Apotheosis or Seek? So if I do it with Seek, I can use Seek to pull out Apotheosis or something else that might be more applicable there on the first turn. But if I put Apotheosis there, then Seek is still in the deck in order to have the ability to pull 2 other cards out for a different turn. I think it has to be Apotheosis. Boss fights are going to heavily rely upon that kind of thing. Medical Kit. Unplayable status cards can now be played, as well as the Wing Boots. You may ignore paths when choosing the next room to travel to 3 times. Happily do those. Card remove a... Tactician. I mean, I can take another feed as well. I should probably. Also backflip. Might only get a rest here, but I mean, we have enough feeds in terms of max HP. It's just we don't have enough feeds in terms of collector's bonus. Hey, see, now we have the Seek still left in the deck. I can recycle that malaise. I can seek the burst and double energy. So if I recycle malaise, I get 10 energy. I seek the burst. I burst first because it's upgraded burst. Burst, seeing red, I get myself to 14. And then I burst double energy and I get myself to 14, 28, 56. So I can have 56 energy. It's just I have nothing to do with it. So... how would I get something to do with it? What would work with just a bunch of energy and nothing else? Like only multicast in this deck, I believe. I may want to seek out something like Amplify 1000 cuts just to have my AoE done here. Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to do. Also going to play the deflect first and then backflip. Looking for another power and we found it. Alright, all good. I mean, I guess I can try and malaise for a bunch of nothing. There we go. Creative AI? Nightmare Cloak and Dagger actually might be a really good play here because we do 4 damage to all enemies and a bunch of Cloak and Daggers next turn actually helps defend us. Yeah. It's totally fine by me. First one, and then the second. Might try and get a third in there as well if we can fit it in edgewise. Is there anything I want to put back atop my deck in order to pull out now? No. So offering before I do anything. There's an Echo form. I'm happy to see it at least. Could get us the kill on this enemy before they manage to do anything here. I think both of my feeds are in my discard pile now. Actually, I have 3 feeds though. And there's the feed. Okay, so it's just play as many things as I possibly can until the enemy is on low enough HP to challenge with that feed. Go. Thank you, Automaton. You were absolutely delicious. Another Reaper or a Buffer or a Demon form. Reaper if I was managing poorly in terms of my HP. I think I'm doing fine, so I think I take Buffer. Draw an extra card every turn. Rather than 2 additional cards on the first turn. Or upon pickup, remove 2 cards from the deck. That's so unimpactful. And also, I don't want to chase the size of the deck at this point. Coffee Dripper, gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer rest at rest sides. Yeah, we need the extra energy. Shame, but that's what we got to go with. What was our first floor boss relic as well? Tiny house, of course, yeah. Yeah, so disappointing. Alright, time for the 3 leap path. Hey, that hit right. Exactly. Beautiful. I should. Both of the cards that only upgrade to become innate, it didn't matter if I played them after or before Apotheosis, because they're already in my opening hand. Great. So I get to take a fair bit of damage here, unfortunately. Alright, I'll use that flex potion and get a Alk. Ugh, I had 2 Alks. That's my bad. I forget that all the time. Quite literally, like all the time. So that sets us up with the ability to use 2 feeds next turn for the kill. I say 2 feeds, I mean limit break and then 2 feeds. Never mind, I was right. Heavy Blade seems like it actually makes sense in this deck now. Damn it. I forgot that I had the wing boots. Duplicate a card in the deck. Ooh. Another feed? Probably not another feed. If I duplicate that Meteor Strike, I'm gonna do it. I wanna see. I don't think it'll be in my opening hand, but specifically modded relics seem to do that a lot. So I wanna see if it actually possibly might work here. Clockwork Souvenir at the start of each combat, gain 1 artifact, or start each combat with 1 artifact, rather. There's also Frozen Egg. When you add a power card to your deck, upgrade it. And I can take that and then Mayhem. Happily. Take the Clockwork Souvenir as well. Card removal, yeah, there's always something. Not doing much in the deck right now. All for One fits that bill. Might be able to get a later shot. So if I do that, I can go there, 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 there. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. That's much better. Ooh, I'll take my 333 gold, thank you. And an extra curse. That would be our 3rd, right? If it is our 3rd, I think it's too late. I only get after this, like... Hang on. Yeah, I get no more events after this. Maybe 1 maximum. Fine. Fine. Now I'm hoping I get the cursed... Sorry, the writhing mass? Writhing parasite? Whatever it's called. I can't remember its name right now. Awful opening hand. Good demon form, though. Even a barricade all the way through to a buffer. What a turn! Even took down all the enemies just passively. Incredible. I'm fine if I make myself vulnerable again. For some reason, I think I'll be okay overall. Probably something to do with all of the damage I was capable of doing on that turn as well. No feed's been burnt yet, right? No. But there was a reboot. That might find a feed. No, but it might find a Fiend Fire, which finds a feed. I definitely don't need any more max HP at this point, by the way. We are far past that. I like having it anyway. Ooh, that's another curse. Fine. Fine, game. Give me the final curse. Make this gamble pay off. Again, I can seek out the full combo of having a ridiculous amount of energy, but do I? I don't think I do. How much strength could I gain this turn? I don't think I have that much sudden strength gain in the deck. Yeah, next turn gain 3. That's it. I could get duplicate and echo form, which is just more shenanigans later on. Yeah, I think we just take amplify echo form. Alright. Hey, there's a double energy. You know what? I'll play it anyway. Fine. It works out in the end. It's a fine fight, the giant head here. Because the amount of cards that we can chain at the absolute least. I think it would have been nice to actually use Bias Cognition. Sorry, not Bias Cognition, but to use my Core Surge earlier in that fight. So it was actually negating useful things. Oh well. So I get 3 copies of Creative AI out right now, which is probably pretty ridiculous when you've got the Mummified Hand. Generate orbs of every type and deal absolutely no damage. Eventually, we do have to transition whatever the hell we're doing into damage. Although I think we've actually found that turn already. Definitely seems it. And then we even get... Oh, we almost got defeated at the very end there. Ginger, you can no longer become weakened, as well as Ghost Ninja. Obviously ridiculous. We'll take... Dual Wield actually would have been really good as well for getting all the powers off. Snecko Skull. Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. Nothing I can actually even do with this rest site. Yep. Well, it's the best I could have done that turn, so it's all I could do. Fine. We still might find... Reboot. Seek? No? Seek? Damn it. I was really hoping I would have gotten Seek and used both feeds there and just get the kill super easily. Hologram is pretty useful here as well. Just bringing back the right cards at the right time. Turn could not have resolved better. That ordering specifically. Oh, baby. Burst double energy and burst limit break. Burst limit break does barely anything here. It's 3 strength, but burst double energy also does nothing, so that's fun too. At the absolute least, we managed to kill the backliner there. Yeah, I'm fine with taking this hit. I'll save the Ghost in the Jar for the boss fight, ultimately. Should probably pop both the regen potions here, though. Pretty sure I have the kill in this. Oh, damn it, we just got defeated. Strawberry upon pickup, raise your max HP by 7. Sure, another burst. They're pretty good in the deck. Hey, Writhing Mass! Curse me! It actually worked. Damn it, Mass, curse me! God damn it! How do I make you curse me? You need to stop damaging me and start cursing me because I don't have that much HP. No. Oh, maybe the Writhing Mass can't curse you in this mode? Just so that you don't rely on it? I could see that being a thing. A dumb thing, but I can see that being a thing in the game. We shall here take Amplify. It's not there. Wait, where are you, Amplify? Oh, it must be my discard pile then. I guess I could put it to the top of my discard pile and then draw. So how do I get it to the top of my discard pile again? That is a headbutt. So we'll take headbutt offering, I think. Headbutt the Amplify back to the top of the deck. Offering to draw it. Just looking to defend myself as best I possibly can here. Amplify Wraith Form. And buffer. And now I need to stop. Fine. You got me, Writhing Mass. I was really, really hopeful I had my curse there. Curse? Curse? No. Extremely sad. Take my extra 5 decks, thank you. Apotheosis. Also going to Cloak and Dagger before I do anything else here. I have no more defense coming in this turn, right? Yeah, so I have to use Ghost in a Jar if I want to stay intangible. Yeah. Gonna have to use this. Fine. That's only if I want to stay not intangible, but if I want to stay undamaged by the enemies for the sake of possible score. Choose 2 cards to discard. I'm not going to like the fact that I have to choose 2 cards to discard at the start of each turn. That's going to be a pretty big annoyance for me. Playing 2 cards for free at the start of each turn, though. Yeah, I'm actually into that. Sure. Alchemize happily. There's a Corpse Explosion there that I might want to try and get a debuff on an enemy before I Corpse Explode them. How do I do that right now? Because I could Malaise, but then I can't Corpse Explode, right? So... Well, actually, I can Exhume Seeing Red. I'll Malaise the backline, then I'll Seeing Red so that I can Corpse Explode. Perfect setup. All we gotta do is kill that backline or we win the game. 2 cards to discard. Too late. Too late. Oh, we have an Amplify out? Double up Juggernaut. I don't have After Image yet, unfortunately, though. That would be incredible if I did. It's fine. Buffer completely protects us that turn. This is the final turn we really have, though. And... something tells me it's going to be fine, what with a Seek in my hand, giving me the ability to look for specifically whatever I need. I'm going to take all of these feeds. So that I can feed on Donu again. Haven't done that in a while. Delectable. And that is the August 2nd daily for Slay the Spire. 1204 in terms of score. Yeah, missing out on 100 for the possible extra perfect. Other than that, we weren't really doing any extra modifiers. The curse. Yeah, if anyone does know whether or not the Writhing Mass has actually been changed so that they do not have the ability to give you a curse in a daily, I would love to know. I don't think I've read anything about it. Yeah, I don't believe I've read anything about it, but it's entirely possible that it's just bypassed me. For the moment, though, let's have a look at the daily climb. It's 3rd page. 2nd. Yeah, it's fine. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.